Hello, everyone. Nick again. I just wanted to say that first, in my video on me ranting about billionaires, I forgot to add that I also feel like it might be a good start if something like the New Deal but bigger was implemented. I forgot to add that. That's just wanted to put that up. But this in my fourth video today, I think. Just I'm still looking at my notes. I just wanted to talk about gaslighting. Like all the years, it's like so, earlier this morning, I happened to take a look at a tweet I saw on Reddit or something mocking RFK Jr. talking about how he snorted lines of coke on toilet seats when like that's and says somehow that's like it boosted his immunity or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I happened to look up the tweet on X Cancel. That's a site where you can look at Twitter X without actually going on it. And the tweet, it's like the usual kind of replies, like, "Oh, you're an idiot," and "Oh, Fauci released COVID." It's like just this whole thing, but the conspiracies and all that. But one that caught my eye was about like how like someone saying go outside and you'll learn that there are more important things than these trivial matters or something like that. And that just really pissed me off. I mean, I don't have an account on there anymore, but that's just the kind of gaslighting, the kind of faux calm tone that people use, that MAGA and all those types use. It's all my life, like Discuss and Facebook and all that. You know, don't focus on trivial matters. Like that's, I think it is not trivial that the person in charge, technically in charge of the nation's public health, is a coke addict who probably had his first wife killed or whatever. I'm not saying, but I am. But also, but who also just like the guy. You would not take advice from some random person in a Las Vegas stall saying, "Oh, I snort coke because it gives me immunity." You'd run away. And yet it's not so it's not trivial that this guy who does that and talks about how beef tallow is the healthiest thing ever and blames vaccines for autism. That guy is in charge of nation's health. But that's the thing. They they know that it's not a trivial matter when they say it's a trivial matter and you should go outside. They are doing that because they want you to feel helpless. They want you to feel like this is the way of the world and nothing's going to change that, so you might as well just it's like Facebook comments. Like back in like 2017 when I was at UCLA, there would be all these Facebook comments on the news on climate with some right wingers going, "Oh no, I don't care. It's already inevitable, so I'm gonna go and enjoy life and get that SUV." Like they're not good faith. It's taken me years to realize that. Let's see. Back around 12 years ago, I might have fallen for it. Not because I believed they were right, but because just because of the calmness, that tone they use, because it just tricks you into thinking that that this is the way everyone thinks, and you're wrong, so you might as well give up. They play a lot on insecurities, which is probably why that's why they managed to get so far elsewhere. Facebook, Discuss, some sites called Yabbers. I brought up once how racist everyone was being because when they were talking on a thread about Idris Elba being possibly Bond, and then whenever I said called them out as racist. They called me the racist for playing the race card because they know how to deflect. They know authoritarians and racists. I don't know why I'm doing this video. I guess just to get it off my chest, because had I known 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, more, that they weren't good faith, that they weren't actually caring about my links when I gave them all the links instead of just saying Google it, like, maybe things would be different. I mean, not that they wouldn't want to learn. They don't want to learn. That's the thing. They don't want to learn. They just want to make you feel like you're helpless. And that's a hard lesson, but you have to deal with it, when you're dealing with the lowliest troll to the highest regime operators, to guys like Steve Malloy, that one lobbyist who on Fox News in 2023 was going all, wildfire smoke is harmless. It's good for you. It's just particulate soot. It's not good. It's tenacious. It's, to hide the fact that there were devastating wildfires in Canada. It's gaslighting. I'm ranting. It's just been a very long years, and I just wish someone had given me that advice instead of just gotta stim a second. I just wish someone had given me that advice instead of just ignore them and move on. Like, I mean, you should ignore them, but also keep an eye on them, because they're going to keep trying. They're going to keep coming back. They have that whole project to make you feel hopeless, to make you feel alone, so that you just can't do, so you feel you can't do anything, and then they take over. I've been talking a while. That's my last rant for the day. Have a good weekend and good Valentine's.